I used to have these.
What are they?
Like stress balls.
Stress balls?
Or something.
Oh, yeah.
I showed you these, right? This was like my #1 prize from Fun World back in the day.
Yep.
Sure you don't want this leapster? I mean, the game is pretty intense.
Yeah.
The graphics are but you know, the mind play is mind
Yeah,
blowing.
the learning.
Yeah, the learning is
possibilities.
just
Endless.
off the charts.
Yeah. Alright.
Alright, guys.
Have a good
take
one.
it
Nice
easy.
day. Ooh, what's up, internet? Welcome back to the weekend adventure in video game hunting. Still startled whenever I see myself, no beard. Just hit up this community sale. Absolutely nothing here other than some PlayStation 3 games, a Guitar Hero controller, and a guy that has a Nintendo that he's not willing to sell. But we got a large, what is it, tag sale, yard sale, what do they call it? The Daffodil Festival. Gonna be hitting that up in a little bit, and then heading over to the flea market. So hopefully we have do a barrel roll. Hopefully that should be about right now. We're heading over to the Daffodil Festival, aka the tag sale with the worst parking, aka fuck all these cars, aka not too happy about it. Look at how far I have to walk. That fucking tent over there is where the sale is. All these fucking cars. Fuck them. And here we are after our long trek, the Daffodil Festival tag sale. Let's hope we have some luck here. Finally, some video games. And these ones are only $1 each, so I'm going to pick out a few. Nothing crazy, nothing I will honestly probably keep. But some decent recoupers for $1 each, can't turn them down. Quite a few sports games. Maybe I got caught slipping on some, I don't know. I know there's some random ass sports games that are worth some money. I definitely didn't pay any attention to these, so no clue whatsoever. But a few Metal Gear Solid titles, Spider-Man for the PS2, and Grand Theft Auto 4 for the PlayStation 3.
These are for your purchase.
Oh, okay. No, I
And you
wouldn't.
stick that. Yeah, I know. I didn't know what they were either till she told me. This is the whole Wii set.
Definitely not going to be purchasing yet another Wii when I have two in the trunk of my car just for a Mario Kart Wii. However, this PlayStation 2 bundle has a pretty common recouper on the channel. Somewhere in there. I do pick it up. What the fuck is it? Where it at, though? Where it at, though? Seriously, where it at, though? Seriously, Pastel, if you don't get it on video? On a few dollar games, found another copy of SmackDown Here Comes the Pain. Missed out on a Gamecom, complete in the box. For $8, that was kind of a dagger, but like the competition got it, but it's competition I know, so it's a little bit better. Better than just seeing some random guy walking around with it. So yeah, gonna head over to our usual flea market, hit a few tag sales on the way, and then get some breakfast. We just made it to the flea market. Hopefully there's something here for us to find. I'm gonna be mad if we just missed out on something. I'll blame myself because I forgot my backpack like a jackass. Stormville Flea Market is one of the flea markets I look forward to every single time. We're actually here relatively early this time. Unfortunately, this is a Sunday-only flea market this time, and doesn't seem like people really brought their A-game. Not a lot of hunters, and not a lot of vendors. The few vendors that do have retro video games have them priced pretty high, and most of these Super Nintendo games I don't even want in my collection, or I already have them. And for someone that has less than 200 NES games, it's surprising how hard it is to find a game I actually still need out in the wild. Not that these prices are anything that I would have picked up. Finally, some reasonably priced games, I guess? $4 at a flea market. Some decent recoupers. Once again, some common recoupers. Do I just not film things correctly? What am I doing here? Like, could I please look at what I'm actually gonna get? One time. One time, that's all I ask. Past self. One time. Just once. Just once. There we go. There's a Here Comes the Pain. Always picking that game up lately. Goes for about $15. I've sold like 3 of them in the past month and a half. So I can't complain about that for $4. I also pick up Michael Jackson The Experience, because I know it goes for about 10 to 15. I don't know, I've actually only ever sold a sealed copy, so we'll find out. NES games! And I have all of them. Fuck. Unfortunately, they weren't even priced well enough to be recoupers, and at this particular moment in time, we were trying to stay ahead of another shark, so gotta cut and run.
Playing a game of out of the sharks, kind of stick and move.
We're actually winding down on vendors to take a look at, and we come across this table that has a whole bunch of PlayStation 2, Xbox, a Sega Genesis with a few games, some PlayStation 1 titles, which I will be taking a closer look at in a second. Trying to peep these games from the side, not to go through these all one-handed. Really hard to film and look through gigantic stacks of games like this, but we'll soldier on for the cause. Do look at some PS1 games, and oh, there's Jet Moto 2. I like that game. And Spot Goes to Hollywood, which actually has, I don't know, I've always had a soft spot in my heart. Oh, puns there. First, Cool Spot. I think I've owned, at one point or another, all the Cool Spot games on the consoles they were available. So I had to pick up Spot Goes to Hollywood on the PS1 because I definitely remember renting it and using codes to go to every single level. And when you do that, the game's actually kind of fun. As I make a mess.
Yeah, I wonder if that's like someone's flag. I'm just not aware of, you know, being American.
Yeah, right.
I can't zoom in. Basically, if you've ever heard of Flea Market Flip, they're here filming. So I'm not the most famous person filming here today, oddly enough. But Laura Spencer's back there in the red shirt, whereas Alicia Lara, Alicia says Paisley shirt. For those who know what the fuck that is, I don't. So here we are at Fishkill Flea Market. I don't know if that's the official title. I forgot what the official title is. We just kind of happened to cross this on our way up to Niagara Falls, so we're going to be checking this out.
After quite a few booths of just random ass PS2 games and missing out on a Game Boy original in the box to a friend of the channel, don't know if he wants his name mentioned. Shout out to Michael. I mean, you know, there's a million Michaels out there. Could be anybody. I do pick up Saturday Night Speedway, and we bundle it together with a Vera Bradley bag that Alicia got for $20, so not a bad deal at all. Here we're at the booth that sold my friend Michael that Game Boy in the box, and he did tip me off that they had a Power Glove here, and all the way on the way to this booth I was dreaming about dropping like 60 bones on this Power Glove. I get here and the box is a fucking wreck. God damn it. They also had a ton of stuff to look at, a lot of retro games. Not exactly the best prices, but what can you do? Once again, with the NES games, running theme, can't find anything I actually need for my collection. First world motherfucking problems.
To Niagara Falls. Let's see if this one has any video games.
A whole lot of nothing. Sports titles galore. This booth, however, had some random stuff. Unfortunately, not any random stuff I really wanted. Their DS titles were a little bit overpriced for what they were. They had some Odyssey titles, which is weird to see. And I didn't end up picking anything up. Alright guys, let's take a look at what I found on this weekend adventure in video game hunting. Not a whole lot. We hit up the Daffodil Festival tag sale, the Daffodil tag sale, whatever it is, in a local town here. They have a big tag sale, and I've never honestly had any luck at it. Like I said earlier, we did miss out on getting a Gamecom complete in the box for $8, which is unfortunate, but it's also not a system that I would have been. It's, you know, like, come on. It's a fucking Gamecom. Who? I don't care. But we did find some games at that. Oh, as I drop them at that Daffodil Festival. These games were $1 each, and it went to charity, so I was definitely okay with that. Definitely wasn't going to try and haggle. Picked up 3 PS2 games. We got Spider-Man, which is based on the movie, I assume. Metal Gear Solid 2, kind of damaged up there on the front label. Metal Gear Solid 3, which is also damaged up there on the front label. And lastly, Grand Theft Auto 4, which, if it were the complete edition, I probably would keep it in my collection, but that one. Last thing I got at this festival, tag sale, whatever it is a recouper that I've been picking up very often, even more often in this video. It is WWE SmackDown Here Comes the Pain with Brock Lesnar on the cover. This one's complete and in pretty nice shape. I paid $5 for this because that was the only price he was going to separate it from the bundle he had. And I generally get about $15 for these on eBay as a recouper, so I can't complain about that. It makes that entire festival free, plus a little bit of profit. We hit up a whole bunch of tag sales, asked a whole bunch of questions if people had games. Didn't come across anything that was worth picking up, some Guitar Heroes and shit like that, but nothing worth my time. So we headed over to New York on Sunday for the first Stormville flea market of the year. Now, it was a weird feeling at this flea market just because when I'm at the Stormville flea market, I always have this anxiety that the sharks are everywhere, they're ahead of me, they're getting the games, oh my god, I'm too late, all this stuff, and I'm just like, literally, that's why my hair is like this. I didn't just come from a Wolverine audition. I'm not the next Hugh Jackman. It's because I usually would be pulling my hair out, and that's why my hair is grown like this. No, probably not, but whatever.
It's a good story. Anyhow, didn't get that vibe this time. Seemed a lot smaller than usual, given it's a Sunday only one this time, and not a lot of vendors, I guess. Did pick up 2 games. These were 2 for $5, I believe, which is not a bad price considering they're both recoupers that go for around $15. We got Michael Jackson The Experience on the Wii. At least I think that's still about $15. I feel like the one I sold was sealed, so maybe I'm wrong on that. Let me know in the comments below. And as I said before, another SmackDown Here Comes the Pain. This one, however, is missing the manual, so I'll probably get a little bit less on that one. But it is also in very nice condition. Came across quite a few other vendors that had video games. A lot of them had Nintendo games that were games I already had and weren't flea market prices. They were more elephant trunk prices, if you remember from the last time. Just not something I wanted to get into, buying games I already had just because I saw them for prices that weren't great, you know. So we ended up picking up 2 PlayStation 1 games, actually 3 PlayStation 1 games, because this Jet Moto 2 comes with a disc-only copy of Jet Moto 1. Which is unfortunate because I wish it was the other way around. I wish we had the case and manual for Jet Moto 1, because I already have this one in my collection. But I paid $2 for that and $2 for Spot Goes to Hollywood, which I remember being a game I rented on the PS1 back in the day, and I think I've done a Let's Play video for the Genesis version, and that Let's Play video and the game itself sucks. But I remember putting in a code to basically go to any level, and it was just fun exploring this game. Also, not pictured, because Alicia actually has it hostage in the backseat of her car, is Saturday Night Speedway, which is also a pretty good recouper. You know, just imagine I'm holding a PS2 game here with a cover that has a female wearing a shirt. I mean, it's kind of provocative or whatever. Just imagine I'm holding that and showing it to you and telling you that I got it for about $3. It was actually a bundle deal with something else she bought. So, nebulous price. Around $3 what they were asking. I probably got it for a little bit less. I don't have that to show you. It's still in her car. And if I don't put this in here, I definitely won't remember to put it in a video ever. So, yeah, that is all I got this week. That's kind of a letdown, right? Compared to last week and the 3DO and all the other cool finds like the Wii's. But that's the reality of doing this. Sometimes you strike out. And sometimes you hit a pop fly and it gets caught. I don't know baseball. Insert analogy there of only getting to like first base or something. I don't know. Anyways, like the video, subscribe if you're new. And as always, keep it real, internet. I love you guys.